will be with you for a broadcast in just a few moments.
custom greeting, press 1. To delete your, please speak after the tone. Press pound when finished.
Okay, we're beginning our broadcast for today. Here is our usual beginning. Important.
That's when she came back and started to self again. Her whole life was to have her children there. She did it just to get along, have enough to eat. She was careful, very careful. And there was a sister, Clara.
Okay, we're going to have our broadcast today. Now, we are going to be getting some emails to family and community, and lots of other people have already received lots of emails, you know, and we're going to get more to you. And I think that's going to continue until tomorrow, too, because I'm running slightly behind, but not too bad. And so we are going to be doing our broadcast right now, and the usual ceremony. And I don't know that I'll have time for an outreach call to the kinds that we have been doing before with the people in Canada and in Finger Lakes region and so forth. I don't know that I'll have time for that today because I am working on getting those emails for you. So just bear with a little bit of delay. I believe we've been given a grace time until the very early part of August. However, I'm not sure of that. I'm getting mixed signals from synchronicity that also suggest to me that we are all in extreme danger, and that the situation is, we're sitting essentially on an avalanche. It's the quiet before an avalanche. And you can know that the molecules that are keeping the snow from falling all over you are stressed. Okay, they are stressed. What's causing the stress primarily? The fact that the American women don't talk with each other about what is actually occurring in their world without parity, and how easy it is to fix it via the New Millennial Golden Rule, the 11 steps, and the kitty skits. That lack of conversation, and it is, I would say, it's a cancerous process right now in North America. That women who are engaged politically accept tokenism and don't seem to know the difference between tokenism and parity. And even some of the family that is on our list, famous family that is receiving these emails, are doing that right now. And some of you who are not so famous yet, but need to be, that lack of ability to know the difference between parity and tokenism is the difference between our planet being sustainable and it becoming extinct. And so for women to stand around, and then we have some women who don't even want tokenism. We have a certain cadre of women who don't want any women in decision making. And those people are here too. And so those two groups are keeping an extreme problem going. And the men are hegemonous enough, many of them, to not notice that this is occurring, the older men. So this is what we are overcoming with you today and tomorrow, and hopefully we'll have a few more days to do this. And I'm sorry it's taken so long, but you give me a lot to do because I have no cooperation. As long as you take that stance, you put everything and everyone in danger. I've come to the conclusion that for many people on our planet, the notion of giving up patriarchy is more disturbing than destroying the entire planet. It's very odd to me and to most of us, but for some people I think that may be the case. So are you one of them? Hope not. You have lots of blessings. Don't waste them. Okay, we're going to do our ceremony. Okay, we're just making it so that you can see us on screen. We've shown the picture of our virtuous place, and now we'll start the ceremony. The light is on in all our hearts. We have with us marvelous, miraculous, budding, blooming flowers and water, and they are so, and so marvelous, miraculous right now here in Maryland and all around, I'm sure. And we'll I'm getting a beep in on the telephone. I'm going to let that be. And we're going to say, you know what, I might as well take it and start over if I need to. May I assist you? May I assist you?
Hey, hello, how are you?
Oh, hi, Lynn. I'm broadcasting. That's great. Parity, not patriarchy. Right, my dear. You're welcome to join and listen to the ceremony. I'm on another line. Would you like to call in?
Oh, I'm so glad you're still doing okay. Good one. Keep it up, girl.
All right, dear. I'm glad. You're welcome to come and join in.
Oh, gosh, there's so much going on. It's so beautiful. Isn't it nice? Finally, people are getting it.
Well, some people are waking up, yes. Let me.
The whole BNC is about the women and children now. I mean, it's really beautiful.
Oh, that's a good thing. I don't know what's going on there. I haven't been paying attention to what they're doing because I see they're not talking
really
about
beautiful.
what's the difference.
I'm totally shocked, talking about love trumps hate, you know. I mean, they're just getting clever and the women are showing up. It's really cool.
Uh-huh.
Really good.
All right. Are they talking parity?
Yes. Oh, yeah. It's awesome.
Oh,
yep.
That's great.
Except they're grounding in, sweetie. You gotta, you know, maybe get more involved with.
All right. Would you like me to call you and have you included in the ceremony today?
What time is it?
Right now. I'm doing it right now.
I don't know. I just had to check in. I'm not feeling well. I've got another appointment too. Maybe
all right.
Tomorrow.
All right. I'll just let everyone know that you called and that you send love and peace to everyone.
Maybe next week.
Love and peace and parity. Okay, that'd be great. That'd be great. Okay, great. Talk to you soon.
I'll keep you posted on the. It's all of our dreams, all of our thoughts, our prayers are starting to happen. So hang in.
Okay, honey. Very good.
Go.
Thanks for calling. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, we just got a call in from Lynn in Coos Bay, who is wanting very much to convey. She has written parity, not patriarchy. She says that from where she's coming from, the women around her are beginning to connect with one another more and understand the threats and speak to the importance of women and children and youths right now. So she just called in. Unfortunately, that's a call in, so it doesn't allow me to set up a three-way, and she wasn't able to, she had an appointment that she's going to already, so she couldn't stay for the broadcast, but she said she will come to the broadcast, and she wants to come to the broadcast, and she said, I'm glad you're yet doing them. So that was Lynn, Mystic Healer, and she just called in. So let me go ahead with our ceremony. The light is on in all our hearts. We have with us marvelous, miraculous, budding, blooming flowers and water. Hugs and love to all, both and each and every one as soon as possible. I'll say it again. The light is on in all our hearts. We have with us marvelous, miraculous, budding, blooming flowers and water. Hugs and love to all, both and each and every one as soon as possible. And we'll say, Namaste, mitakuye oyasin, mitakuye ko saviorall, kongs pax, ko ampax culture, tubes sedleric tubesk, chinque chop chop, sayonara, dasvadanya, did I say bahava, l'chaim, shalom, salam, salam, shalom, mir pache mir, ubuntu, buenos dias, merci, ciao, schlanzwag, and I think I said Tubesk, Sedleric, Tubesk, and good day and cheerio. And if I've forgotten any of the languages, you include them. And we'll say, let's love and live eternally young, longest, and prosper all, both in each and every one. As Equinox Q's Co-Secretary General's Co-Secretary. And we'll say this again. Let's love and live eternally young, longest, and prosper all, both in each and every one, as Equinox Q's Co-Secretary General's Co-Secretary. Okay, and we'll say we'll drink the milk of human kindness for all, both, and each and every one. Starting with our 2 to 3 years on-cue breastfeeding for every holy baby girl and holy baby boy, especially my family, your family, our family. It's all one family. And that's part of what we're going to be sending you about our invitation to not only our own branches and also Anna Marie's branches, but those of Patricia and Alicia and Krishnandra and Oprah Winfrey, and then as a way to begin to gather the women of the other heritages too, some of whom are involved in the internet, some of whom are involved in obviously political realms like the Brandeis-Giggle Fitzgerald Kennedys, and all of the people that we need to be gathering in order to make the shift that we really should have made already. But you'll be reading about that today. And so we are going to be talking about the milk of human kindness and mother wounds. Oprah's family is loaded with mother wounds. Patricia and Oprah's family is loaded with mother wounds, worse than ours, and we have our share. So let's understand that. And Anna Marie and Ma Patricia also have their share. The Native American women have been under a lot of pressure. So we have to understand what patriarchy does to oppressed peoples, and then we can keep all people from oppression or being oppressors, because oppressors actually only ruin their own chances for eternal life. They make it impossible for them to have anything but a terrible result. They may be able to, you know, go out with a big bang, but they're going out. And they're not going to continue. So let's remember all these people, and we'll drink the milk of human kindness for all, both, each and every one as soon as possible, especially focusing on the 2 to 3 years on-cue breastfeeding, past, present, future, for every holy baby girl and holy baby boy, and the milk of human kindness throughout our lives, past, present, futures, equinox, QQs, Co-Secretary General's Co-Savior as I drink, on behalf of and representing all, both, and each and every one, and now and always, past, present, future, as Equinox, True Q's, Solar, Co-Secretary General's Co-Savior as. Very good. And we have the liquids of Purim and Passover, of Easter and Easter, of the ceremonies of Magdalens as much as Nazarenes, and the ceremonies of Soma, of the Vedic India ceremonies, as important as the Antheons of the Atlantis, the Eleusinian Mysteries, and all of the sacraments of all the traditions. But many of our traditions, unfortunately, are done in a patriarchal context, and they don't realize how that makes them all into complete hypocrites. And it's a statement about how people can lie to themselves while practicing false hierarchy and not see it, especially with relation to gender, but also with other aspects of nationality, race, and heritage, all kinds of stuff. So keep that in mind, that your human beings are capable of great self and other deception. And that's where our problem lies. So we have to wake up, and we'll celebrate these liquids, but neither one is more important than the milk. The milk is the most important apotheosis, ambrosia, for humanity. We're part of the Milky Way and the universe, and that is a loving, living aspect of our being and our becoming risen. So we'll drink these liquids as well, and on behalf of all, both, and each and every one, representing all, both, and each and every one, is Equinox, True Q's, Co-Secretary General, Solar, Co-Secretary General's Co-Savior as. I drink on behalf of all, both, and each and every one, and representing all, both, and each and every one, as soon as possible and now. And we'll drink the water of loving, living planets that will regain and sustain our planet Earth to be, past, present, future, as Equinox, True Q's, Co-Secretary Generals, Solar, Co-Secretary Generals, Co-Savior as. You can see the sun and the stars, they're all stars, they're all suns. And daughters and sons all have equally important star steps. The name astronomy is from Esther. Okay, Esther, Astra, that's the goddess of Atlantis. who I am embodying in parts, and you all have within you too. And so we'll drink the water of loving, living planets that will regain and sustain our planet Earth to be past, present, future as Equinox Tricus, Co-Secretary General, Co-Secretary. Okay. And now we'll celebrate and re-celebrate all our birthdays, conception days, name days, and holy days, past, present, future, as Equinox Tricus, Co-Secretary Generals, Co-Secretary, starting with our Shekinahs and our young Shekinahs and Yekinahs, around age 37 and so around. That just happened to be perfect. As our first Equinox Tricus, Solar Co-Secretary Generals, Co-Secretary. And we start with our equinox and our autumnal equinox birthdays, and including in the arc the solar birthdays now, because we are overlapping, and we include them all, and then years round, and past, present, future is Equinox Tricus, Co-Secretary Generals, Co-Secretary, and I'll hold the kids this way too and say the same thing. We'll celebrate and re-celebrate all our birthdays, conception days, name days, and holy days, past, present, future is Equinox Tricus, Co-Secretary Generals, Co-Secretary, Solar Co-Secretary Generals, Co-Secretary. And when I say solar, I am including community gardening too, because photosynthesis is what grows everything on this planet. So solar is not just about solar panels. It's also about the light that gives us all that grows on this planet, and the water and all the elements of the soil, and the loving and tending and caring that makes it possible. And so now we'll also show our Purim cookie, a Passover wafer. You heard me talk about these before. It's round, not triangular, hamantaschen, because we want to emphasize the importance of the women's gathering to talk about parity, and we want to demonstrate the flatness of the Passover wafer, because people who practice patriarchy are always running away from themselves and people who are just like them, who are practicing patriarchy. It always works out that way. If you practice egalitarian culture and reparative to women and egalitarian, then you don't have this problem, and you become risen, like this round bread for the females, the risen females, and the oval bread for the risen males. And we will celebrate and re-celebrate these as risen Equinox Tricus, Solar Co-Secretary Generals, Co-Secretary, the Elysian gardens everywhere, Elysian fields, and the Gardens of Eden everywhere. And included in that too is the remembrance that on our planet we have many foodstuffs. Here is our rice, here is our oats, different heritages, different cultures, same process. We're all human, we're all related. It's all the same thing. The Native Americans have their three sisters: beans, squash, and corn. And you're going to be reading something about the corn aspect when we send you what is going on with the Lee Winfrey family, because they, all of the Midwestern states, most of the states of this part of the world, are named from Native American language. Illinois, Wisconsin, the cities of Milwaukee, Waukesha, Chicago, they're all Native American names. They're all Native, almost a lot of them are Native American names. We seem to have forgotten that. So, okay, now we've done that, and we're going to do our consciousness currencies. These are representing, now, I want to say something to you. I don't know if you can tell, my voice is a little bit hoarse, and I'll tell you why. Because I've been crying. Because I've been crying a lot. Because you haven't been coming for a very long time. You're not paying enough attention. You're discounting me either because I'm a female or because you're females. And the younger people are caught, as the studies tell us, that younger people are very influenced, particularly by their mothers, in relationship to genderism. If the mothers have internalized genderism and are teaching that to their children, whether as passive women who only can vicariously live through men, or more active women who are nevertheless imitating them, and they're teaching to their children that the estrogen-related activities of nurturing, intuiting, and connecting are not of importance. You are, all of you now, the women and the young people who are going along with that, mutually endangering each other. I don't know who to worry about most. I think some of the older women on this list are in trouble. I think some of the younger people on this list are in trouble. Very dear to me. All of you are very dear to me, and you should be all dear to each other, and yet you don't. Show that. Until you do, you're all in danger. I'm telling you right now, you're in danger today, and I'm praying that I get my work done, most of it done today and tomorrow, so that before this month is over, before we start August, because I think we have a little grace until then, but I really don't know that for sure, that you have the ability to rise above your mind-forged manacles and start coming to these broadcasts, co-broadcasting, co-hostessing, and young co-hostesses and co-hostessing and co-hosting this broadcast with me. So I love you, and you can call me 24/7. And we'll hear our conscious currencies are Adelian, Morellian, Wienerian, Adelian, Morellian, Margulian, Silver Golden Kindian, Zalkindian, Feldmarian, Hertzian, Herzogian, Sweeten, Sagan, Goldenbergian, Goldbergian, Newcomerian, Millerian, Bernarian, Pearl Womanian, and of course Anna Marie's family. We remember their names. Their European names are Slayton and Yancerian, but they have Native American names, and all of their family have various Native American appellations that should be applied to them. And of course, we also remember the Lee Winfrey clans here now too, and all of the people that we're in connection with, and that includes a lot of the people of the Celtic heritage in our culture, French, German, all of them, Chinese, you heard Li and Shuyan, we include everyone, the Japanese, all of them, okay? But we start with our own, and we have our consciousness currencies of our great and grandmothers, and then our middle generation's current adult women right now, you might call them women in their middle-aged years, above age 38 generally, and we have those. And then we have here our younger people, females and males, our younger Shekinas and Yekinas, just as important now for the beginning of a new way of egalitarian culture without having to be repaired as much as the women. The older women need to repair one another as goddesses, and they need to hold older men accountable to repair them. Okay, so that's what we're showing, and when you do that, you're worth trillions and zillions. And if you don't wake up to do that, Goddess God will say that you don't value yourselves and you don't value one another. And no matter how precious you are to Goddess God, if you don't learn to value yourselves and one another, Goddess God can't help you much. You're destroying yourselves from within and without. Don't do that. Let's wake up. And we have our multiple generational branching family tree here. And again, we especially thank Sarah Harriet and Ray and Sarah Harriet for our virtual virtuous gathering place. We always play the tape in which they're discussing Ray, and you can hear and Sarah Harriet and Jacqueline, who we're trying to wake up out of her pseudo-Alzheimer's, which is what most Alzheimer's victims have. They're all being diagnosed as if they were bodies only, and all they had is brain cells instead of psychological processes and social processes that affect them. And so we include all of the mother's generations. We include Libertia and Estrella. We include Hannah, and we include Elizabeth and Ruth. We just heard from Lynn. Her family is Elizabeth and Ruth. Did you hear her? I told you she just called in during the broadcast. And she believes that the women are waking up. That's what she's telling me from Cruz Bay. And let's say we also include all of our related Morellian and Adelian, Wienerian, Adelian, Wienerian, Margidian, Feldmarian, Silgold-Kindian, Zalkindian, just as we said before, Feldmarian, and all the very many branches. We include Grandma Popper, Grandma Margulies, Ray and Clara, as Harriet and Jacqueline, Precious Antoinette, Rizzy Rose, Grandma Marie, Grandma Popper, Annette, Dorothy, and Lynn and Rachel, and all their sister Kazinas, and also Rose and Myrtle and Pearl, and Marie, and we also include Hattie Mae and Bernita, and there's lots of people there to remember. And then we also include, of course, Ethel, and we've got Ethels on our branches too as neighbors, as well as the Celtic Ethel, and Rose from the Kennedy clan and so forth. So we've got lots of people here to remember, but we start with our own, right? Okay, and then we also include among the current generations of women, we want to start with Marion, and we want to start with Victoria and Julia Marie and I, and Aunt Julia Marie and I, and all of their sister Kazinas, and Barbara, equally important, Jennifer, Susan, and with Jodine and Laura and Sarah, who are really going wrong right now, and I'm going to get some things out to them by next week, because they continue to endorse tokens. That family has caused a lot of trouble for Jewish people, because they continue to sidestep their own full empowerment and endorse tokens. They're brilliant women, and they continue to endorse tokens, and lots of the Jewish community follows them right down the tokenist path. They don't understand the difference. It's very, very dangerous for them, and it's destroying the chances of Israel to survive. Okay? ISIS is getting stronger because the American Jewish women don't understand the difference between patriarchy and parity. And when I say ISIS, let me say that ISIS, the goddess, is always present. She'll be present even if this planet destroys itself. The goddess aspect will be there in the universe. But what's going on in the Middle East is a terror group that's using that name. Okay? And that's because American Jewish women have not figured this out. So let's wake up, and let's, we don't have much time left, but I think we have enough time. And we have Barbara and Jennifer, Susan, and we also have Anne-Marie and all her family, Laura, and Ma Patricia, and Sophie, and Martha, and Pauline. We also include, let's see, Sophie and Martha and Pauline, and we include Patricia and Oprah and Alicia and Krishnandra, and many more there connected to there. And of course, we include descendants of many other famous people that you heard us talk about on that oppressed group. We have some Polish Americans and Celtic immigrants that we sent emails to, lots of people in different heritages, but starting with our own especially, and including Mary and Carrie and Mary, very important to the Stargate aspect, and also to the intergenerational egalitarian culture of the scenes. And we include Cheryl, we include Marcia, Denise, and Donna and Diana, and many, many more. And if I've left anyone out, we include Georgine in the upper generation. We include Malka and Shirley. We include Naomi and Georgine, and a lot more on that branch is some named Julianne and Rochelle. We have Julianne Marie. We have Anna Maria and her sisters Julianne. We have lots of Juliannes and Rochelles and lots of our branches, and a number of Alexandras too. We include them all. And we also have our younger people. We start with Hadass and Rachel Marie, Daniel Yetz, Stacy Anastasia, Solma. I neglected to mention Meredith. Let me include Meredith, very important. Our Canadian branches there. And we include Vanessa. Vanessa is extremely important. She's very much linked, especially to the Greco-Roman and the ancient Atlantis aspects. Even there are some of us a little bit more in terms of more recent Jewish histories. She's linked to that too, though, and linked to Magdala. So is Hadass linked, as is Hadass is linked to Esther. These two women are very, very critically important, and all of the Mariam names. Mariam herself and Zipporah are directly being addressed on what we are writing to Oprah. Mariam and Zipporah, they blew it. They blew it, and they're continuing to blow it. That the women and the people of color don't understand that all oppressed peoples have to unite, or the whole world becomes oppressed. Okay? And then dead. Because when domination rules, there's no future for anyone, even the dominators. So, so we include all of those. We include so Rich Marie and Daniel Giat, Stacey Anastasia, Hadass, Vanessa, and Andrea, and two Andreas, and we've got Natalie and Alisa, and Halal and Lisa and Ashira, and Rebecca and Sandra, and Hesperus and Athena, and Abigail, Abby and Sarah, and we also equally include, very equally important, our young men. Harlan Elizabeth and Yishai and Ross and Marcel and Jared and Eric and Atani and others in a circle, making a circle with the young women, an egalitarian circle, and with their mothers repaired. Okay? And understand, your mother, if she's a dominatrix to you, that doesn't mean she has power. That just means she's taking it out on you, the fact that she doesn't have any power. Okay? So let's help our dominatrix mothers too, to understand that they are also victims, and they don't need to be doing that anymore. And they're hurting their children while ignoring the patriarchy all around them. Okay? And so especially warning some of my own family on that, my closest family. Okay? And we also, and their neighbors, very, very dangerous what they're doing. So we include Victoria, we include, did I say, Raquel, Julia, Lynn, and Sharon, and we include many, many more. They're very important. Let me put them up in a little bit further, or up in what we say, Raquel and Lynn and Sharon, and also just as importantly, April and Rosa, Edith and Angeline, and also Ben, Shannon, and John. Okay, and also Aquarius and Andre, and lots more. Okay, we include them all. We give you all big kisses. And if I've left any names out, you include them. We also include the names of the older men. I'll get to them in a moment. Okay, and we also include the older men. They want to give you their kisses first, but they'll also get some kisses too. But we do want to include Julia, and we do want to give them kisses and hugs too. And they're going to get some, but you have to give to each other first. Okay? And here's our branches, my family, the closest branches to me. You know who these are. This is Morellian, Adelian, Feldmarian, Margilian, Silver Golded Kindian, Zalkindian, Feldmarian. We also have some neighbors involved in here, Judy and May, and Nullarian, Newcomerian, and some Goldenbergian, and all of their various branches. We include all these young people. We include Vanessa with Raquel Julia, and Julia Raquel, and Lynn and Sharon. We include Harlan Luis Laviz, with all of the other young people that we've mentioned, the young women, Hadass, and all of his kazinas have various names, Sandra, Hillel and Ashura, Sandra, Rebecca, all of them, and all the young men too, for both of them, and also their mothers. And before we even get to the younger people, we have to say the mothers need terrible reparation. Julianne Marie needs reparation, and Georgine needs reparation, and that's why they're having so much trouble with each other. They don't know how to repair what's broken inside, and we have to help them. That's what it's all about. Women are wounded. They've been wounded for thousands of years. Wake up. Now is the time to reclaim your equality and become equinoxial Jews. So we include all these people and more. I do hold up the 5 fingers to show the people who's, I don't have the pictures of the women and the young people, and also the young men. So we also include them. Okay, and you're very, very precious, much more so than you know, and the entire world depends on the entire family tree recognizing that about all of its members, and that's what we have to get you going out of your doldrums. If not, you might as well just say, okay, we decided to destroy our planet. That is what you're doing. and you're harming each other, and I can't believe that you're going on like this. So wake up. This is the big tree again. Okay, and we also included Lynn, her mother Ruth, and Elizabeth. I'm glad she called in today, and she will be with us on broadcast again. And here is the clear bowl with the fruits, and we say we'll pick Parity Paradisze on this and all our planets, and we'll say no. We've had enough patriarchal planeticide. We'll say no to patriarchy, yes to parity, past, present, future. Repair the women, give the young people parity. Now. Past, present, future is Equinox Q's, Co-Secretary Generals, Solar, Co-Secretary Generals, Co-CFRS. Okay, and then we'll just say, as we always do, remembering, go watch, be a child again and watch Mary Poppins. She did a good job. Listen to her. Okay, and we'll say, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, all the blessings and all the greetings of all the heritages of our earth and our earth. Past, present, future is Equinox Q's, Co-Secretary Generals, Co-CFRS. And we'll say it again. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, all the blessings and all the greetings of all the heritages of our earth and our earth. Past, present, future is Equinox Q's, Co-Secretary Generals, Co-CFRS. Like I said, I'm working on getting those emails to you. That's a top priority for me, so I'm not going to do any outreach calls with people that need to hear your names, but they've heard them some. You've heard a number of people in the last in recent weeks who know about you. Start acting like you have a mantle of anointedness and power, and you'll love power, and you'll begin to fulfill that. And so we're going to let this be our broadcast for now, and we'll continue broadcasting for a few moments on the teleconference line. That's 641-715-385 circle. Yeah, I think that is that 358 circle. I think, yeah, 358 circle, and or 880, and extension 77, access code 773342. We'll get on that in a few moments too. You can always call in. You're missing that is making a big mistake. So wake up, and we love you, and we're going to empower you and give you what you need in the next day, and today and tomorrow, and the next day, next few days, and just hold on and don't give up. And believe in me even if you don't want to, because I'm what you've got, and you're what you've got, and together we can do this. I love you, and God loves you more than you know.
You save this message, your greetings has been sent. Change acceptance.
Hi, Vanessa. This is Vanessa. Here is the marvelous, miraculous milk. And here's the marvelous, miraculous budding, blooming flowers and water. And here's the marvelous, miraculous heart light with the pictures on it. Here's the marvelous, miraculous cakes with the world globes on them. There's a new broadcast message from today on 1123452345. And you're both Vanessa Sally and Harlan Elizabeth Wesley. And I say all usual names, Victoria, Miriam, and all that. And of course, Anne-Marie, and of course, it's Harriet and Ray, and it's Harriet, Preston, There's Rose, Grandmarie, Grandpapa, and all of them there, and all the ones, Anne-Marie and Mom Patricia, and all their families, and of course, both Marion and Julie Marie, and Marion and Victoria, and Julie Marie, and I, and all of theirs, and all the various neighbors, and all the young people, including Hadassah, Rachel Marie, Daniel, Stacey, Stacey, Marisol, of course, Vanessa, of course, you, Helen, Elizabeth, especially right, very important, and the center right, and with Shai and all the other ones, you know. Now, I'll call you back with a longer message in a few moments. I just want to get you something. I don't know if I will get the message to you and the longer message to you before I do or after I do the email. I don't want to keep you waiting for those emails so much. The computers continuing to have some problems, so I will definitely do a longer message for you. But I can tell you right now, by not calling me, you're putting yourselves and each other in danger. Julie Marie has taught you the wrong message. I have to help her and Georgia, and they're teaching each other the wrong message. You have to learn to connect. You need to be contacting me on 301-933-0272, and we'll get on the conference calls, you know, about the good counsel. I love you. I'll call you with a longer message in a minute, and there's a new message on 112-345-2345.
To save this message, your greeting has been saved. To change extension type, press 1. To record extension, main menu. Enter the extension number or press extension, no name. To change main menu. Extension. To change your tone, please speak after the tone. Press pound when finished.
Hi, Victoria and Mariama, Libertea, and Estrella, and Lynn, and Raquel, and Sharon, and especially Vanessa, and of course, all of you. You're so marvelous, forever, so important to our family. Julia Marie and Mary need you very, very badly, and Barbara and all the neighbors. Georgie need you more than she realizes, and she's doing a terrible disservice. I love you, and we're putting a lot of pressure on her and Julia Marie to wake up. Here's the marvelous, miraculous milk. Here's the marvelous, miraculous heart light with the pictures on that Julia Marie gave me. Here's the marvelous, miraculous buddy blooming flowers and in water, and here's the marvelous, miraculous cakes with the world globes on. There's a new message on 112-345-2345. It has all the names. It's your names, of course, and all those of your daughters and all the chiquitas of your family. You're much more important than you know, and also the men of your family too. So I love you. You can call me 24/7. I'm not going to go into a long thing now because I want to make sure I get this message to you and the others quickly. But you know, I give you huge hugs, huge hugs, huge hugs, huge hugs, huge hugs, huge hugs. And all the greetings from Donia Ruff, Lisa, Maria, Rainbow Sweetheart, Donia, and Whiskers Tiger, Buttermilk Baki, and Felix, and always repairing the kitty cats first, the females, kitties first, and then the older ones too, and the young ones, and then the older ones for male. And then you know, I love you all, and we need to help Vanessa and Holland so does not get sucked into the mistakes that American women are making in this culture. Let's wake up. I love you. Call me 24/7. I'm sending this message.
To save this message, your greeting has been saved. To change extension type, press 1. To record extension name, press 2. To manage greeting, press 3. To hear messages recorded in this extension, press 4. To delete this extension, press 8. To return to the main menu, press 9. Main menu. Enter the extension number. Goodbye.